Hi, I'm Sam, and this is Slow Snail Stitching, episode 5 of Flossmas, Vlogmas, whatever it is we're doing here, CrissCrossMas, all the fun stuff. Welcome back to another vlog. This is not my usual format, so bear with me. It's been, I don't know, a day or so since I've last updated. I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather. I'm not quite sure if I'm getting sick or what's going on, so trying to take it easy as much as possible. I know I need to update you on what work I've gotten done with my small, so we're about to head over to my stitching area in just a bit to show you that. I think that's it for now, folks. Let's go over here together and check it out. All right, friends, I'm back in my lair. Let's look at what I've gotten done in this since you've last seen this. It's been quite a bit, I think, for a small. Okay, here we are. Here is what I've gotten done. So I have finished the little mouse face in white. I have gotten some words. Obviously, we've got our beads on here. This was super fun for me to do. And I also put beads, let's see if it'll focus, in the holly berry. Not too much left on this. I do think if I try hard enough this evening, I could get this done. Or I could at least get it to the point where tomorrow all I have to do is some back stitching and beading. And that's good enough for me. The goal is to have this finished and put up by this weekend. And then I will be able to get back to work on All's Calm by Lila's studio. I will say that I am being called to some of these small patterns right now. The free one from the blue flower that I picked up at the Jingle Ball is really calling to me. It's called like Flickerbird or something like that. I'll obviously have all the stuff up on the screen for you to see. It is currently still on her website. It's up, it's a free download. So if you are also loving this like I am, go check it out on her website. I do know that sometimes like free patterns come and go off of, folks' sites. So if you see it, if you like it, if you want to stitch it in the future, it's probably safe or to download now than wait and maybe possibly miss out on it. That is one pattern I have been eyeballing, like maybe I can slide that in this month. But I'm also eyeballing another Lindy Stitches ornament bauble pattern, and that is the little cat and the mouse holding candlesticks. It's one that Tao said he really liked, but he ended up choosing this mouse, which is fine. But my personal favorite was probably that little cat and mouse. So I have thought like, maybe I'll do 2 this year, but most likely it'll be Flickerbird and just All's Calm for the rest of the year. I say for the rest of the year, for the rest of the month through Christmas. And then we know that the second Christmas is over and we hit the following day, the Black Forest Stitch Along starts. I have been very excited about that now that I have all my floss. I've showed y'all the floss choices I have in my fabric. That's had me excited enough. But then one of my friends, Krista, who's joining the Stitch Along, and she's at Cloverhop.Stitching. I'll put it all up here on the screen on Instagram. She started it during the Jingle Ball. She was like, I couldn't wait. I'm like, go for it. Stitch with your heart. Don't wait on us. Like, this is a community thing where we'll all celebrate together, whether it's early, late, whatever. So she got a start on the Black Forest sow. It looks so good. She's using a lot of different colors, and I just love, she's like trying to put all the colors in. She made tracks too. She stitched a lot at the Jingle Ball. And it just looks so fantastic, and it has done nothing but make me more and more excited to get started on this and to see everybody else's progress. So if you didn't know, if you didn't see that floss tube, just know that if you are interested in stitching an owl forest pattern called Black Forest or Schwartzwald with us, it is starting on December 26th, right? Yeah, the day after Christmas, December 26th. And I wanted to start it during that beautiful week between Christmas and New Year's where time is like not really existing. We're not quite ready to give up that holiday spirit yet. But I don't know, it's an in-between time where, like, I don't know, it's just a nice time to relax. All that to say, we're starting this stitch along. Please join us if you are interested. I have the details on my Instagram. I'll post them up here as well. But that was just so exciting. So if you want, go check out her progress already. I don't know if she's got pictures on her main feed. I know she's posted pictures in her stories that I'm obsessed with, but go check that out. Um, I am sorry, I keep like looking at my window. Every car that drives by right now, I keep wanting it to be the UPS truck. I keep like hyper focusing on the window. I'm waiting on a package today from Atlas Stationers, and I bought some new bottled ink. I said this before, but I've really gotten into journaling a lot this year, and more recently, my close friend Megan and I have both really like dipped our toes, and by dipped our toes, I mean jumped like headfirst into the world of dip pens and ink and fountain pens. Um, I could not be more obsessed with something. Like it right now, like my obsession with this like very like I don't want to say niche part of stationery, it's not niche, but this part of stationery I am just absolutely like laser focused on right now. So between that and cross stitch, like I'm really like having this like really sweet spot of my hobbies. All that to say though, I am waiting on this package. It shipped so quickly. And I'm just like, I saw that it was out for delivery this morning and I actually squealed like into my coffin. So, um, Megan had told me that there was a Black Friday sale on these bottles of ink, which are usually like 20 bucks a bottle. And so they had been discounted heavily. The gorgeous colors by, I think all three that I got were by Ferris Wheel Press. So when those come in, if maybe I will swatch them or at least show off the bottles because they are works of art in themselves. It really reminds me of just very like nice perfume bottles. Not that anyone is here for perfume talk, but that is another like deep hobby rabbit hole I have gotten into in the past is like niche perfumes. And I just really love a unique perfume bottle. I think they're works of art in themselves. So those are going to come in. While those are coming in, I have been thinking though, like, how am I going to display them? Because as you can see, this is, let's see if I can turn a little bit. This is my cross stitch, some craft storage. And here's some, this is not as nice to look at down here. Honestly, I could do some rearranging in general. Uh, Behind my chair is where most of my stationery supplies live. And I just keep thinking, like, how am I going to store but also display these ink bottles? And so I was thinking about possibly moving my my balloon horse Jupiter uh, print somewhere else, and maybe putting up some just of those like little floating shelves to display ink. I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I like for this area to just, I want to be surrounded by nice things, especially if I'm working. I know a lot of people like to separate their work from their personal life, but since I work from home, there is no separation. And so at least I can be surrounded by the things that I think are pretty and that I love. And it just makes the day a lot more tolerable. Like maybe I'm stressed out. And I can tell you more than once, I have been so stressed from a call. I have flipped this office chair around. I have picked up a hank of floss, typically like silk, and I just sit there and it's like a self-soothing tactic. I'm just like touching silk and I feel better. There's this one, hold on, let me find it. I have kitted up this project and specifically been like, maybe I'll wait on it because I don't want to this is like my I don't know, it's almost like a security blanket of silk. This is all Belsois and Dinky Dye silks, and it is for the sprouting lupine. What's the name of the pattern? It's the Once Upon a Time pattern. Anyways, this is what I've got kitted up for it. It's been up there forever, and honestly, by the time I end up stitching it, these poor flosses are gonna be worn to death because I've just sat there and I pick them up after stressful calls and I do this. And maybe whenever it's time to stitch it, I will just buy a bunch of, like, maybe I can find some, like, sale silk and never stitch with it and just sit here and play with it, and it can be a self-soothing little fidget for me. Okay, I've yapped enough. Y'all, I will see you this afternoon, hopefully with 3 new ink bottles in hand and possibly even some more work done on this ornament. We'll see. Okay, car update time. Hi. My package came in earlier. I was so excited. I ran outside, snatched it up nicely from the UPS guy, and came inside, set my phone up, got my camera set up, and I was gonna take a video of swatches and the ink bottles and box and all that fun stuff, which I'll still do that at some point, maybe not the swatch piece, because as I started swatching it, I was getting so frustrated. Oh my God. I'm not used to writing with sparkly ink. There is a learning curve, first off. And by that, I mean, like, it wasn't meshing well with my dip pen, I think. Like, it just felt dry and scratchy and was not laying down ink really nicely. So I don't know if it's the pen I'm using or like how I'm doing it. Also, if you want any type of sparkles, you have to like cap it, agitate it so the sparkles come up, and then dip like immediately because the sparkles settle so quickly. I think there's a learning curve, and really that entire video was just me getting super frustrated and being like, I don't know what's going on here. So having said that, we might have to pick that one back up a little bit later, but I know I talked about it and I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I am picking my son up from school now. If you keep seeing me glance off, I just want to make sure I'm not like falling behind in the car rider line. You know, if you know, you know. The car rider line attendants, they get a little spicy if you are messing up the flow of traffic, which I totally get. I get spicy when someone's like parked and not moving, right? So this afternoon, like I mentioned, I'm gonna have a little bit of downtime. I need to cook dinner, as we do all the time, right? I gotta do that this afternoon, and I think it might be a little bit more involved than my normal stuff, but we'll see. And I think instead of stitching, I might sit down and knock out the last couple chapters of Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I almost finished it last night. Honestly, I have a feeling that's why I'm tired today, because I stayed up a little too late last night. But I'm almost done with that book, and I'm going to finish it, I think, this afternoon when I've got some quiet time. So we'll do that. And if I have time, I will stitch, and if not, it is what it is, right? This will probably be the last time I update today. So I will see you folks tomorrow. And that's that. All right. It has been about 24 hours since I last updated, and I'm coming back refreshed. Got my butter shirt on. I have a latte and even a little Friday sweet treat. Shout out to Aldi for their caramel apple blossoms. It's a perfect tiny little sweet treat for me. All right, I just wrapped up work and I wanted to come check in. So I have one update. I want you all to remember, as you see my progress on stuff, that the name of this channel is Slow Snail Stitching. Emphasis on the slow piece because I am a slower stitcher. Not necessarily that my stitching is slow. I just have limited time. Here's what I've gotten done. I got the other little branch in this piece stitched and beaded. And all that's left now is the words and the back stitch. And then I have to finish. So, it's been a few hours. I've been productive. Okay, 1. I finished this. Let's take a look. Not only did I finish it, no. I washed this little bad boy because stitching in hand is disgusting when it comes to I can wash these little hands as much as I want to, but I don't know, you just get grime on them and then on your piece. So I washed this bad boy, and so it's nice and squeaky clean now. How cute. I washed it and I hung it up to dry for a little bit. Let me show you what could have been disastrous though. So as I finished washing and drying this, I decided too, I was like, well, I need to do a load of laundry, and I have towels, white towels that I like bleach the crap out of. As I was like putting the bleach container back up, the edge of it brushed this because it was hanging in my laundry room. Look at that. Bleach spots. You can't see it on the front, and it's too far down really to be able to tell. But if I had bleached this thing, I would have been so mad. I truly would have been upset. Need some put behind it. Here we go. No light shining through. What a sweet little piece. I'm gonna finish that at some point in time this weekend. The other thing that I've done since I left you last is I listened to a whole audiobook. Amazing. I listened to A Mirror Mended by Alex E. Haro, and I liked it even more than the first book in, I guess it's a duology. I could see her maybe making a series, but I actually think the way the second one ended, she won't. I liked it so much more. I really there was one moment I even was like, am I gonna shed a tear? I didn't, but I felt like I could have. So that's done. Once again, I find myself at the crossroads of I guess I have to cook food. I guess I must sustain this mortal shell of mine. Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm gonna cook. Also, my eye is still twitching and it is driving me crazy. Truly, whenever this happens, I just wanna walk around like this. I feel like it's been happening more and more as I get older, where I just my eyelid will start to twitch. I don't know. I don't think it's stress. I don't really feel so super duper stressed today, but who knows? All right, with that, I guess I'll go attempt to nourish my, I don't know, sack of flesh that I carry around. And I don't know, I don't want to do that. I just want to eat cheese and crackers and be irresponsible. I'm gonna do it. The cheese, it calls to me. Eat me for dinner, Sam. I mustn't. Please, it's all I want. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. That's all this is I'm just procrastinating right now. Maybe I'll stitch some more tonight. Maybe I won't, and if not, I will see y'all tomorrow. Either way, I'll see you tomorrow because I'm not updating again. I'm about to go do what I need to do for the rest of the evening. So, where did this come from? See you guys later. Goodbye. Good morning, friends. Sunday. Here we are. Another not so lovely. It looks blue. It's not. It's gray as gray can be here. Yesterday, most of my day was editing the pattern parade, and I didn't get any stitching done. Today, I am not in the finishing mood, so I think I am gonna work on All's Calm or 1803 Sampler House, either one. It is gonna be a very laid back day, so I'm not quite sure how much I'll check in, but let's go inside, let's get warmed up, and let's get our day started. All right, y'all, I am checking back in. This morning, whenever I first filmed, I was like, I'm gonna have a totally relaxed day and not do anything. Wrong. I immediately knew, I was like, oh my God, I gotta go grocery shopping, do a couple other things. So I went out, I got all that done, and now I am officially in for the rest of the afternoon, and I am ready to cross stitch. While I was out and about, I really started thinking about how close we are to Christmas, and I'm not gonna say I panicked, but there's a couple things I need to get done. One of them is this. I did not have plans to like push and do a finish on 1803 Sampler House, but this past week my mom was over and she was looking at this and she was just talking about how much she loved the colors and how much she really liked this pattern. She has cross-stitched for me every year for the past couple of years as a Christmas gift, and last year she made a massive frog and toad cross-stitch that hangs up in my living room, and this year I saw the piece that she cross-stitched for me because I helped pick out the frame, and it is a really big, beautiful Forest Embroidery sampler. It's one of the kitchens. I want to say it's like called like Pie Safe or something. I don't know. I'll pop a photo up here of what I'm talking about. So when she was talking about this, I was like, you know what? I really should finish this, frame it, and give it to her. I know it is small, and I know I said I wasn't doing gift stitching this year, but I do think if I apply myself, I can get this done fairly quickly. I just need to really concentrate on it and just make this a single focus. That does put a little bit of my Christmas cross stitching, cramps that style just a little bit, as I won't be picking up All's Calm until I get like some real bulk of the work done here. But I really feel like I can knock this out in a couple days if I put away some other hobbies. If I don't play World of Warcraft for a couple days, I'm pretty sure I can get this done. So I'm gonna sit down this afternoon and I'm gonna work on that. What else? This morning I finished another audiobook novella, and that was Bean Tea. Totally forgetting the author's name. I'll pop it up right here. I really loved it. It was about a young woman who is leaving Earth, and she is leaving her family and her people for the first time. And no one else from her family or her like ethnic group have left their village or their community to go out into space. And she has been accepted to a university, and she's going to be studying mathematics. So she's a master harmonizer, which means she can do complex math equations, and by doing these math equations she can bring certain things into harmony, and she creates these devices that can do all sorts of stuff. It is a very short novel, but it has a lot to do with like centering on your own culture and finding strength in the things that are uniquely yours and from your own culture. I absolutely loved this. It has been on my list for quite a few years to finally pick it up. I think I've said this, but I really feel like December is such a great time to kind of go back through old reading lists and maybe even old patterns, for example, and finding things that you were once drawn to and maybe you've put aside for a while, revisit it. Especially like for novellas, what a fantastic time of year just to pick up something quick and easy. You can listen to it in under 4 hours, usually, or you can pick it up and read it in a few hours. So all that to say, it was fantastic and I totally recommend it. I do think the next audiobook I listen to is not going to be a novella. I actually think I'm gonna pick up Mate by Ali Hazelwood. It is the sequel to her book Bride that came out last year. I have been waiting to pick this book up until the time was right, and it's feeling like the time's right now. So having said that, I will probably be listening to that while I cross stitch this afternoon. About to get my beautiful little colors here. And if you haven't seen this project before, this is the Carriage House Samplings 1803 Pennsylvania Sampler House, and I'm doing a full color conversion, just DMC. And it is to these jewel tone, really rich colors. Here's what it's going to look like when I'm finished. All right, I'm gonna go work on that, listen to my audiobook, hang out with my son, and I'll check back in a couple hours and I'll show you what progress I've gotten done. All right, y'all, we're back. How long's it been?
2 hours.
About 2 hours. What have we been doing?
Listening to Red Vlog. She's been cross-stitching and I've been drawing a secret thing, but I'm going to show you later on.
He's gonna show us his drawing. We've been back here. I've been cross-stitching. I think I made pretty decent progress. Let me show you. I feel like it never looks like enough progress when you're stitching on 20 count, but the little building is, or little house is coming up. Y'all, I made a counting error on this. It's gonna be a little too hard for me to show right now, but I'm gonna finagle it. I am not pulling it out, so the work we got done is what we got done. Do you want to show them your drawing that you drew?
So I drew a fish.
Here, let me show them the drawing.
So yeah, I drew a fish.
He drew a fish. It's real cool colors. Yep. So,
oh, by the way, I don't know what species it is. I just want to draw a random fish, so.
Just a random, very colorful fish. Yep, I like it. All right, so I brought you back on camera today because y'all have seen the finished product of the mouse ornament. Not the fully finished, but the finished stitching, but he has not. And so I thought we could hop on today and I could show him the finished 2025 Christmas ornament. What do you think? All right, you ready? All right, I want your honest opinion, what you think about it, okay, now that it's done. Do you haven't even seen it. All right, ready?
I've already seen
so, as a reminder, this is what it's gotten done.
Can I hold it?
You can hold it, yeah.
I love it.
Do you like the beads on it?
Yeah, not even a mouse.
What does it feel like?
Ticklish.
Ticklish.
I like it. I really like it.
Awesome. Later on, will you help me pick fabric out for the back of it?
Unless you don't take 2 hours at the store.
I'm not going to the store. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So he's gonna help me pick out fabric for this, and I will turn it into an ornament sometime this week.
Yeah.
All right. My hand is getting fatigued, so I'm gonna pause on stitching. Huh?
Can we show Blue? Blue's the knee.
Blue Zini. Yeah, we can show him. So Blue has also been laying in bed with us. He's being.
Well, it's your time to shine. Now you're going to look all over the world.
So, all right. We're gonna end it here. I think I'm gonna go make some dinner, or make
Bagel bites for dinner.
Bagel bites for his dinner, not for my dinner. So, all right, friends. I'll be back tomorrow. We can stitch more together then. Until then, have a great evening.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Or what else?